Here is how you can get sponges in Minecraft 1.19. So first of all, you really want to get a cow. Yes, a cow. Let me explain why. So you cannot actually craft sponges. The only place you can find sponges is here, in guardian temples, or the game calls it monuments. Now, this is a quite dangerous operation to do, because of those things, and also because of mining fatigue. Mining fatigue greatly slows down how fast you can mine blocks. For example, I have a Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Mending Pickaxe. Wait, I don't have efficiency on it. There, we got efficiency 5. So basically it makes it so you basically can't mine blocks. It will mine eventually, but it will take a significant amount of time. This is actually an instant break when you don't have this effect. If I remove the effect, as you can see here, it is instant. Now, these only spawn in the ocean. These do not spawn in the rivers. Now, it doesn't matter what ocean you are in. Currently, we are in a deep ocean, for example, and you can get these guardian temples. Now, you might notice that there are lasers actively being shot at me from multiple directions. Now, these are guardians, alright? They do a lot of damage without any armor on. You really want to have armor on to actually fight them, because you have to deal with them to actually get where you need to go. Before we even get into here, we need to actually know what we need in preparation, because you do have to prepare before coming to a guardian temple. So the first thing you'll need, of course, is a cow, because you can get some buckets and drink the milk out of the bucket, and that will clear your effects. So you can, oh, there you go, we got the guardian effect again. That's what that was going across the screen. But if we go over and drink the milk, we will get rid of that effect. As you see, it is gone. But the thing is, we also need to actively breathe under the water. And how do we do that? Well, you could use potions, but making potions is quite expensive. Or you can get some enchantments on your armor. For example, Respiration 3. Respiration 3 makes it so you can breathe underwater for a significant amount of time. Almost 1 minute without having to breathe. But that's still not quite enough, because you're going to be down there for quite a long time. So another thing you should bring with you is oak doors, or just any door in general, or trapdoor, but trapdoors are more expensive than doors. But if you place down a door, it basically makes a water bubble, or an air bubble, basically, so you can actively breathe down here all you want. And also, it is a nice block for the guardians, because guardians won't attack you if they can't see you directly. So, for example, I have the door here, they aren't shooting me. If I open up the door, it's going to see me, and it's going to shoot at me. Well, okay, it doesn't see me anymore, but it's going to shoot at you otherwise. And there are guardians all over the place. Also, I recommend bringing along some food with you as well, because food is very important in this situation. Without food, you're in some trouble, basically. I should also mention, I recommend bringing along some extra blocks that are easy to break, like dirt, so you can block off areas. I also recommend, if you have it, bring some totems with you. To be exact, totems of undying, but they are quite hard to get. Also, don't worry about bringing a shield with you, as they do absolutely nothing against the guardians. Another thing I recommend is bringing along some better food than just carrots. Carrots are fine, but maybe bring along some steak. That will regenerate your health a lot faster. And on the talk about regeneration, also I recommend bringing along golden apples, especially if your armor is not that good. Now, as you might see, we are actively being shot at here. So what I'm going to do is, we need to get inside of the top of the Guardian Temple, because there is something called an Elder Guardian in here, and we need to take care of that to get rid of this mining fatigue. So I'm going to make a small area around here so I don't keep getting attacked by these guardian shooting lasers. Now I'm going to get a oak door, or just any door, and place it down right here. So we get an area where we can actually breathe, which is kind of important, you know. Now we have to go over and basically break the floor under us. Now, there's several ways we can do that. In this case, I shouldn't have placed that block down, but in this case, I'm going to extend this area by 1 block. If I could actually break that, that is. So once we do that, let's make a actually large enough room in here like this. Get rid of the water over here too. like so. And now I'm going to dig down, because we need to get into the room that is right below us to actually get to the Elder Guardian. There is another way to actually get to the Elder Guardian, and that is by going through the entire temple, which is a pain to do. In this case, we're just making a small air gap here. Oh, you just saw it go and clip through the you just saw it clip through the roof, but this is the easiest and safest way to do it, basically. Either way, once we break that, we can get down here and we have the Elder Guardian. Now, as you see, it is shooting a laser at me, and I can actually block its attacks if I put blocks down in front of it, or a door down. You might notice something with its attack, or with its animation. So, it has spikes on it that are going in and out, as you see. If I am here, as you see, there's a spike on it that goes in, and now it's out right now. And if we hit it, we're going to take damage from it. It has a Thorns effect. But now, since it doesn't have its, oh, now it came back. Wait, let's just wait again. So, we can hit it now, since its spikes are gone, and we don't actually take that Thorns effect. Now, when you're fighting the Elder Guardian, you can actually enchant your sword. If you want, you can put an enchantment on, like Sharpness 5, which will greatly reduce the amount of times you have to actually hit the Guardian. But I don't actually have that enchant. Instead, I currently have Smite, which does not do anything against the Guardian. So this is basically as good as a stock diamond sword. But now I just have to get rid of all of these Guardians. Well, actually, we don't even have to get rid of the Guardians because they're just going to continuously spawn. Now we just have to actually find where we need to go to actually get the sponges. But as you see, we got one sponge already, which was from that Guardian we just killed. But now we can look around and find other Elder Guardians if we need to, or we can just go to the sponge room, which I'm just going to do because I'm lazy. But if I'm in spectator mode, I can look through here and find more Elder Guardians, which is what is giving us the mining fatigue. If you want to work down here for a long time, getting rid of all of the Elder Guardians will greatly help you, because you'll be able to mine normally without the mining fatigue. Sponge rooms are pretty easy to spot. When you're swimming through here, you're going to notice these rooms right here, full of yellow. These are sponges, to be exact, wet sponges. Now, sometimes you might not get a single room in a Guardian Temple, and other times you might get several. In this case, we got two sponge rooms, I should say. This one here is half taken off by a glacier, which is kind of bad, but that's fine. And the other one is fully clear, so you can easily get access to it. In this room, I recommend blocking off the hole on the bottom here, so you don't have Guardians going and swimming in here, and placing down a door so you can actively breathe. Now after that, you can get a hoe. I recommend having efficiency 5 on it, since you have the Guardian effect. I mean the mining fatigue. Or you can just get a milk bucket, drink the milk bucket, and just go as fast as you can at mining these. And we were able to mine quite a few without actually getting the mining effect. That's why we brought the cow over here, by the way, so we don't have to deal with this. Either right now, we've gotten all of these mined here, and, well, that's good. We got 31, or more than 31, we got 32, 33 sponges just from this one room. And we can, of course, go to the other room and do the exact same in this room. And by clearing out 2 rooms, I got roughly a stack of sponges, which is quite a bit. That will do a lot. Now here are some extra tips for taking in the Guardian Temple. For one, you actually don't need that good armor. Even iron armor is good enough for these Guardian Temples, if you outplay the Guardians, that is. If you don't outplay the Guardians, then it isn't quite good enough. But for example, here I could do that, and I could place down some doors, so we don't have to deal with the Guardian effects. Once we regain all of our health, water bars back, we can go back out and deal with them even more. And if you even want, you could also make some safe rooms as well. Like, this is now fully Guardian safe. I am not really that good at outplaying these Guardians, so we'll see how this works. Did I just fail to place blocks down? Yes, I did. But there. So let's regenerate the health, and as you see, it is completely possible to traverse these places. It just takes a bit of patience, and I am currently in a dead end. That's fine. To be completely honest, you don't even need Aqua Infinity or Respiration to take on these temples. Just any kind of armor is actually good enough if you try to avoid the guardians. Oh, that was close. I had like 98 lasers pointed at me right then. We're fine. You stay up there.